What's going on, guys? What's going on, YouTube? We're back with another reaction, and today we're going to be reacting to 50 lies that you still believe. Now, if it's a lie, I most likely don't believe it, so I doubt any of these lies I'm going to believe any of them, but I'm interested to see which ones are like that I always thought were real that are, not true. It's going to be interesting to see, but I'm looking forward to this video. If you're new to this channel and you haven't been on this channel before, all my reactions are real, all my reactions are live and unedited. I haven't seen this video before. We watched this together. So without further ado, let's get into the video, man.
Danger Dolan.
From Viking helmets to goldfish only having 3 seconds of memory to goldfish only having 3 seconds of memory, we count 50 common misconceptions you have about the world.
Number 50.
If you cut an earthworm in half, you aren't making 2 worms, you're just chopping a perfectly nice worm in half. So put those scissors down, go to your room and think about what you've done.
I didn't know
Number
that.
49.
When you think of a Viking, you think of a gruff Scandinavian in a horned helmet doing horrible things to villagers. But in actual fact, Vikings never wore horned helmets. This was made up in the 1800s for the opera.
Number 48.
Neither
See?
frogs nor toads can give you warts, so don't
I always thought Vikings wore helmets. That's crazy. I watched Game of Thrones though. Game of Thrones, they weren't really wearing any helmets in there. But I always thought Vikings wore helmets. That's mad.
the toad landing on your appendage while you were sunning it on your downstairs problems.
Number 47.
There's a widespread belief in Korea that having a fan on your face for too long will kill you. This is known as fan death. Because of this, most fans sold in Korea come with a mandatory timer. This is complete fallacy.
Number
didn't know
46.
Goldfish have a memory much longer than 3 seconds.
Number
I didn't know
45.
that either.
Also, bats aren't actually blind. That's right, they have sonar and a decent sense of sight. You better watch out because they're coming to get you.
Number 44.
If I were to ask you to name a famous short person, chances are you're going to think of Napoleon. Well, he was actually average height for the time, and this misconception was spread as propaganda by the British.
Number 43.
Many people have heard or feared of children's Halloween candy
Now, height inflation is definitely real. It seems like every 5 years, 6 years, everyone's just getting taller and taller and taller. Height inflation is definitely real.
being tampered with in America, but there's never actually been any recorded cases of this happening. So your child that's acting suspiciously like they've had LSD is just being a kid.
Number 42.
No aeroplane has ever intentionally jettisoned septic waste, and on the occasion it happens by accident, it collects on the plane as blue ice. Why is it blue?
I always
The
wondered where,
Illuminati.
if you
Number
go toilet,
41.
If
on
you've
the
ever
plane,
seen
where does it
glass
go?
windows that have been around for 100 or more years, you might have noticed that it looks thicker on the bottom than the top. Some people say this is because glass is a super cool liquid and it slowly drips down over the years. This is completely wrong. People were just shit at making glass back then.
Number 40.
Thomas Edison is famous for inventing the light bulb. He wasn't actually the first. He was, however, the first to make a
Wasn't
commercially
it Christopher
viable
Columbus who
light
made
bulb.
the light bulb?
Number 39.
Consuming extra vitamin
Must
C
be
doesn't
shocking.
prevent colds, it just makes the one you have already slightly more
I
tolerable.
didn't know
Number
that.
38.
Putting a bit of salt in your pot of water doesn't make it boil noticeably faster. All you really accomplish by doing so is making your water slightly less healthy.
Number 37.
There has been no empirical evidence of any vaccine causing autism or any related disease, so please vaccinate your children to help with humankind's herd immunity. Have you read about smallpox? It's worse than autism. A lot worse.
Number 36.
If you swallow gum, it doesn't stay in your gut for 7 years or whatever. It actually comes out at the same rate as any other food stuff. But you shouldn't swallow too much of it or you'll have a pretty serious case of
I always
constipation.
swallow gum.
Number
I don't know
35.
why. I just
If you
always do
notice
it.
a person close to you has gone missing, don't wait 24 hours to report it to the police. There's no law dictating this is what you're actually supposed to do.
Number 34.
Believe it or not, giving sugar to people, including children, doesn't cause any hyperactivity. It's all placebo brought on by adults or other children.
Number 30.
I believe that that's true because every time I have sugar, I get so tired. After I have sugar, I'm so tired. It doesn't make me hyper, it just makes me tired. I think that's true.
3.
I don't know
Neither
that.
redheads, gingers, Fanta pants, fire crotches, orangutestes, or candleheads are going extinct.
Number 32.
Once a person is dead, their hair and fingernails don't keep growing. However, their penis size totally does. You should try it
Hey,
out.
yo,
Number 31.
Shaving hair doesn't make it thicker or coarser than plucking or waxing, it just makes the hair have a less natural end, causing it to look and feel spikier. This will go away with normal wear and tear.
Number 30.
Some of you may have read in the news that your fingers wrinkle when wet to aid your underwater grip, but there have been studies regarding the matter and the results show no improved grip when you're all wrinkly.
Number 29.
I
Your
don't know why
taste
that
isn't
happens. Why does that
separated
happen?
into sweet at one point, bitter in the other, etc., in a sort of tongue map of taste. In fact, it's just mixed pretty evenly over your entire tongue.
Number 28.
If you're exposed to a vacuum, such as outer space, you don't blow up like a balloon and eventually explode. For all you inflation fetishists, just stop.
I have a confession. I think the moon landing was fake. I think it was fake. I think it was misconstrued. I think it was a lie. I'm not gonna get into my conspiracy theories right now. Listen, I'm not gonna go too deep into the conspiracy theory. But if the moon landing, listen, it's 2025. With all the technology we have, I'm still waiting for someone to go to the moon again. That's all I'm gonna say.
Even related to the misconception, just please stop.
Number 27.
Blood isn't blue until it's oxygenated. It's always red thanks to the iron in the hemoglobin.
Since when does
Your
blood
veins just
ever go
happen to
blue?
look blue on the outside because they're an inbuilt mood ring. And you're always depressed. Mine always look pink because I'm always fabulous.
Number 26.
If you eat less than an hour before you go swimming, you're not more likely to drown or get cramps.
Number
didn't know that.
25.
If you wake someone up while they're sleepwalking, you're not going to harm them in any way apart from ripping them out of the fantasy world where they're about to do it with you. You should make it up to them somehow.
I'm so scared of falling into a sleepwalk because what if someone does wake me up and I just end up bugging out and just tripping and just start moving reckless and mad. I read something that if you wake someone up whilst they're sleepwalking or something like that, like you can cause their body to go into shock and then they die, or like they can get paralyzed or something. But I don't know how true that is. But clearly it's not true.
Number 24.
Great white sharks don't mistake humans for seals. In fact, they have a completely different tactic for attacking humans than other animals.
Number 23.
The word theory in the theory of evolution does not imply invalidity. Scientific theories have been proven and almost unanimously accepted in the scientific community.
Number 22.
Sharks can actually suffer from cancer, so stop supporting Bruce's smoking habit. Not only will it cause him cancer, it's also a bad idea for a fish to be out of water.
Number
That's an ugly
21.
fish.
Ostriches don't stick their heads in the sand to hide from enemies. They do this to give their faces a precious sandy look of yesteryear.
Number 20.
Bulls aren't enraged by the color red. They can't even see the color red. Also, Red Bull isn't
That's
made
a
from
lie.
bull semen.
That's
Pervert.
Number 9.
Yo, this guy is kind of sus. This guy is kind of suspect. That's a lie though. Bulls therefore can see red. I'm telling you now, they can see red. I've seen so many videos of them bull shows. Pause. Where they're just running. Where as soon as they see red, they just turn into a different person. That is a lie. I do not believe you, Danger Dolan.
Elephants don't go to a special place to die. There's no such thing as elephant graveyards.
Number 18.
Dropping a penny or any other coin from the top of the Empire State Building will not kill a person or crack the concrete.
Number 17.
The word "the" was never pronounced or even spelled "ye" in Old English. The Y was actually the character thorn, which just kind of looks like a Y.
Number 16.
Cracking your knuckles or any other joint doesn't increase your chance of arthritis. It was just one of those things your parents made up to stop you being so annoying.
Number 15.
Golf doesn't stand for gentlemen only, ladies forbidden. In fact, it's not an acronym at all.
Number 14.
Fuck doesn't stand for forceful use of carnal knowledge or any other combination of words in
didn't
the
even
formation
know
of an
that had a
acronym. A sentence
definition.
made to suit
I
the
just
word
thought
like
people
this
say
is
that.
called a backronym.
Number 13.
Microwave ovens don't cook food from the inside out. It cooks from the outside in, similarly to a normal oven.
Number 12.
Daddy long-legged spiders aren't the most venomous spider that can't hurt you because their pincers are too small. In fact, they can penetrate human
Is
skin
anyone scared of
just fine.
spiders? I don't find
11.
spiders scary.
Yes, there is a town in Japan spelled USA. No, the Japanese didn't rename it just so the items produced there could be claimed the product was made in the USA.
Number 10.
Photographic or eidetic memory doesn't actually exist, or at least it's never been scientifically proven.
Number 9.
In the history of mankind and video recording, there's never been an illegal snuff film found on the black market or on the internet.
Number 8.
There are no alligators or crocodiles that live in sewerage. Drop bears, however, they're completely real.
Number
Why do
7.
they live
Neither
there?
Macs, iPhones, or machines running Linux are immune to viruses or malware. It's true they may be less common, but they still very much exist.
Number 6.
If you leave a tooth in a cup of Coca-Cola overnight, it won't dissolve into nothing.
Number 5.
Walt Disney didn't have his head or any of his body cryogenically frozen. It was actually cremated in accordance with his will.
I didn't know
Number
any
4.
of this.
Some people can actually lick their eyebrow. It's not impossible or restricted to contortionists.
Eyebrow?
Number 3.
What does he mean eyebrow? If he said eyebrow, why did he show a picture of someone licking their foot? Did I say foot? I mean elbow. Why did he show a picture of someone looking at elbow. I think he meant elbow.
There's never been a recorded incident of anyone sticking a small animal, such as a gerbil, up their ass for pleasure or any other reason.
Hey,
This is mainly because
yo.
I've never been caught.
Number 2.
Hey, yo. No, this is one of the most sus videos I've watched. This guy is sus.
Washington Carver invented 300 odd different uses for peanuts, but he didn't actually invent peanut butter.
Number 1.
No one has ever reported having their kidney stolen or any other organ. The story about someone waking up in a bathtub of ice with a mysterious line of stitches is just that, a story.
That's it for this countdown. And have a good one.